Hi, good morning, boys and girls. This is O'Gorman here to do a little yoga with you. Hope you're all feeling well, staying healthy, maybe getting outside a little more now that the weather is so nice and we're allowed to go back into the reservation and the parks. So hope you're getting to do that because that's really important and really good for us, right? So, okay, so let's do a little yoga together. Yoga is a really helpful practice when we feel a little stressed or if we get a little anxious. It can help if we're having trouble sleeping. There's a lot of reasons to do yoga, and it's just fun, right? Well, I think it is. I hope you do too. So let's begin. Take your hands just to I always begin by trying to do a little breathing just to kind of become centered, become calm and start from there. Remember, yoga is not about competition, just about doing the best you can to be you, right? Because only you can be you. And it's important that you be you because we need you. So bring your hands together on either side of your hips or wherever you're sitting on the floor or your mat. And then take a big breath and reach up nice and high. Touch your hands together over your head and then breathe out and bring it back down. Next time you do that, I want you to imagine that you're filling a balloon. So you're going to breathe in. You're going to breathe in, the opposite of what you would normally do. You're going to breathe in to fill the balloon. Fill, huge balloon. And then you're going to breathe out as you empty the balloon. Good. Breathe in one more time. And this time, turn your palms forward. And as you breathe out, I want you to come all the way forward, bringing your head to the floor, elbows to the floor, hands to the floor. Breathe in, reach all the way up. Look up and breathe out. And reach as far forward as you can. Really reach with those hands as far forward as you can and come all the way down. Good. One last time. Breathe in all the way up. And this time, as you breathe out, you're going to turn, it doesn't matter which side, and just come down over one leg and bring your head onto your knee. Stretch your arms to the side. Good. Take a big breath in, all the way up, and then breathe out and come down over the opposite leg. Stretch your body to the other side. Good. As you reach, keep those two sit bones on the floor. Let's do that one more time each side. Just stretch and twist a little. Inhaling up, exhale, come down. You bring your belly and then your head down and then your hands down. As I said, keep both sit bones on the floor. Take a big breath in. Last time, and exhale, come all the way down. Good. Come all the way back up. Reach up high, and we're going to twist completely. Take your hand to your knee and look over your shoulder. Twisting, come all the way back in and up, and twist to the other side. And one last time on each side. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Stay really tall through your spine. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Good. This should feel good. A release. All right. Come up and over onto your hands and knees. Coming into what we call table pose. Hands are on the floor, under your shoulders. Starfish hands, remember. And you're on your knees. Inhale as you drop your belly. Lift your head and your heart. Your seat you're in, this is called cow pose. And breathe out as you look into your belly and round your spine and widen your shoulders. Breathe in back to cow pose. Breathe out into angry cat. Breathe in to cow. Breathe out to angry cat. In to cow. And out to angry cat. Good. One last time. Come back to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes and lift your knees 3 or 4 inches off the floor. And take a breath here. Get strong arms, strong core. Engage your belly. Kind of squeeze the muscles around your belly to keep you strong and steady. Now, without straightening your knees, I want you to shift your weight back towards your heels and get long through your spine. And then drop your head. Let your head just hang. And now begin to slowly straighten one knee and then the other, but without moving your upper body. Keep your upper body really steady. You're just pedaling your knees, pushing one heel into the floor and then the opposite. Let's do a few of those, stretching our hamstrings. Good. Keep your head relaxed and breathe. Good. Come up high on your tippy toes. Feel really long and tall and stretched, and then release your heels back down to the mat. Good. From here, you're going to inhale and breathe in as you float forward into a powerful plank, a high plank. And again, squeeze the muscles in your belly. Breathe out, come back into down dog. Let's do 3 of those. Breathe in, slowly coming forward into high plank. And breathe out as you come back into down dog. Go all the way back to down dog. Don't make it short, go all the way back. Slowly roll it out into a high plank. And breathe out as you come back into down dog. Good. Hold it here and relax here. Don't squeeze your toes. Relax. Good. Now see if you can lift your left leg up into the air. Lift it up into a 3-legged dog and then lower it back down and lift the opposite leg up. 3-legged dog. Do that a couple of times on each side. Inhaling up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Good job. A couple more. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. All right. Widen your legs a little bit. Take them out wide. Good. Inhale. Bring your knees to the mat and lower yourself all the way down onto your belly. Good. Bring your hands forward and put them kind of right under your shoulders. Okay, but I want you to take your hands a little bit off the mat. And you're going to lift your hands off the mat and lift your head up. And you're going to kind of roll your shoulders back and squeeze your shoulder blades together. So you lift up into, it's kind of a cobra, but you're not using your hands. And then come back down. Bring your chin all the way back down. Take a big breath in, lift up, lift your hands, bend your elbows, squeeze your elbows together, your shoulder blades together. Squeeze, lift as high as you can, and come all the way back down. Let's do one more. Take a big breath in. In, lift, and lower all the way back down. Right, so now you're going to try to come into a baby cobra, or maybe you're ready to come all the way up into cobra. Cobra pose, you're pushing your hands into the mat, and you're arching your spine up. Don't go too far, really listen to your body. It's not a competition. Hold it here, take a few breaths. Keep your shoulders relaxed, long neck, strong arms. One more big breath in. And exhale, lower all the way back down to the mat. Bring your chin to the floor. Reach back and grab hold of your left foot and gently pull that left foot towards your buttock, your heel towards your buttock. And release that foot back to the floor and bend the opposite leg, your right leg. Reach back, grab hold, gently pull that towards the floor. Just stretching your quad, right, your thighs and your hip flexors. Release it back to the floor. Now, if possible, you're going to bend both knees and reach back. Grab hold of both knees and see if you can lift yourself up into bow pose. So if you're super flexible, your thighs will come off the floor and you'll come really high. And see if you can breathe when you get here. Big breath in. And breathe out and release out of your bow pose. Bring your forehead to the floor. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. And with very strong arms, you're going to push yourself all the way back up and come back into child's pose. Take a breath or two here. Arms are stretched forward. So your knees are apart and your toes are together. Breathe long and deep. Breathe into the back of your ribs. Inhale, rise up nice and high. Come onto your knees. So you're sitting on your knees, sitting in what we call rock pose. Okay, so today's practice, we're kind of focusing on our spines and getting a nice, supple, flexible spine. Or keeping it, right? Because you're young and hopefully that you have that movement in your spine. So sitting tall, we're going to do what we call spinal flex. You're going to inhale as you really arch your back. Really find how much movement you have in your back. And then round it, go the opposite way. So it's almost like a sitting cat-cow too. Breathe in as you come forward. Breathe out as you round back. Notice the movement in your spine and your shoulder blades, those big outcrops in the back of your body. Squeeze them together and then let them go apart. Do a few more. Breathing in and out. In and out. Good. In and out. Breathe in and exhale. Good. We're going to stay sitting here for another moment or two. You're going to take your hands to your shoulders. Fingers are front, thumbs are back. And you're going to start twisting, swinging. And again, we're going to link the breath because the breathing is a big part of yoga. And we want to always be aware of our breath because it's very calming to do that. Breathing in one direction to the left and breathing out in the opposite direction. We're just going to do this for about another 30 seconds. Slow it down, come back into center. On the next time you take a big breath, I want you to lift the elbows all the way up. See if you can get them so high that they point straight up to the ceiling. And your wrists actually connect behind your head, but don't put your head down. Keep your head up. Right, hold this up here with some long, deep breathing. You should feel a pretty deep stretch all the way through the tricep, right? And into maybe even down into your waist. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Good, and release it down. We'll do one last back bend. So you're going to come up onto your knees, right? And you're going to, there's a few ways to do this. So I like to protect my lower back, so I like to tuck my toes under, right? And that gives me a little more room. It's hard to talk and do this, so I'll do what I can. I'll see what I can do. But we're going to come into what we call camel pose, right? So camel pose is all about, again, opening your heart and stretching out your abdomen and really trying to not hurt your lower back. So you're going to lean back as far as you can. If your hands can get to your heels, let your head drop back and hold it for a breath or two. If you are more flexible than I am, you could put your feet flat on the floor and go deeper into it. But keep your thighs pushing forward and breathe. Good, and reach all the way back up. And come out of this by just sitting back on your heels. This is your rest. Kind of rest sitting back on your heels for a breath or two. Good, shift onto your backs, come lying on your backs. You're going to lie down and bend your knees. You're going to put your feet flat on the floor, right by your sit bones, right by your hips, and your hands can be palms down on the floor. On the next inhale, you're going to push your feet into the floor and lift your body all the way up, and see if you can come all the way up onto your shoulders. Maybe you'll roll your shoulder blades in together, clasp your hands, lift really high, bring your chest to your chin, and hold it really high for a breath or two. Keep your feet fairly close together, not too wide. In fact, stay here for a little bit, bring your feet even closer together. And then you're going to push that right foot into the floor as you lift your left leg straight up, and breathe. Keep your hips high and bend that knee and put it back down onto the floor. And let's take the other leg all the way up. Reach it high. And bring it all the way back down. Good. And take your shoulders out wide and lower back down and straighten your legs. And relax. This yoga pose is called Shavasana. It's my favorite. You get to relax and breathe. Release any stress or tension in your body or your muscles. Don't worry, just stay present for a few seconds. Feel where your heels are on the floor and let your toes flop apart. Relax the big muscles in your body, your calves and your thighs, your buttocks, and all the muscles around your spine. There's lots of muscles there. Muscles in the arms. See if you can relax the muscles in your face. Let any frown lines just melt away. Relax the muscles in your belly so your breath can be long and deep. Good. Now wiggle your fingers and your toes. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a great big hug. Bring your head up and then rock and roll a little bit. Rock and roll along your whole spine. Do maybe 4 or 5. Right? All the way from your shoulders to sitting, and then come all the way up to sitting and come back to center. Right, so thanks for being with me this morning. I hope you enjoyed that. We did some back work, right? We worked on our spines today. So thank you. Stay well and happy and healthy. I'll see you next week.